A young woman tried to mow down an RTO official who had asked the girl to stop her car. The incident occurred near Richmond Town, where RTO officials were trying to seize out of state vehicles which had not registered with the RTO in Bengaluru. The vehicle bore a Madhya Pradesh registration plate, but when the RTO official tried to stop her, she tried to run over him. In fact, these were the scenes witnessed in Richmond Town in Bengaluru, where police officials, when they tried to stop...
You cannot stop a car.
Yes, we have got every power to check the vehicle and stop the vehicle and seize the vehicle. I can do this.
You can't pull my keys. Then you stay here.
What do you think? You are trying to run over on him?
What's your name?
You are not on. Don't try to run over the vehicle. Okay.
He's recorded. He's broken the keys of my car.
Yes, yes.
I'm going.
You are trying to kill him. We don't have any visiting card. Uniform,
Yes, I
name, number plate. You can take a photo also.
Yeah, please. Can you please turn? I want to.
I will turn. Whatever the way you want, I will turn.
Yappa, thank you.
Yes, okay, thank you. What are your...
You are not my problem.
Well, these were the scenes witnessed in Richmond Town in Bengaluru, where this girl who was stopped by the RTO officials for checking the car, whether the number plate had, whether the car had been registered with the RTO, as it was an out-of-state vehicle. She refused to stop and instead tried to run over the police officials. In fact, she went on to question the authority that the RTO as well as the police officials had to stop her and check her car. While on one hand, police officials are blamed time and again for their behavior, on the other hand,
Then you stay here.
it is extremely important for the public to abide by the rules and regulations in place. It has been made very clear that any out-of-state vehicle needs to register itself with the RTO and pay an extra tax for bringing in the vehicle, keeping in mind the huge inflow of vehicles in Bengaluru, which is exceeding the limit that the city has.
Yappa, thank you.
Yes, okay, thank you. There are many other state vehicles registered in other state and running in Karnataka without payment of Karnataka tax. As per Karnataka Motor Taxation Act, no other state vehicles can run more than a month continuously in a state. If a vehicle crosses more than a month, it should be penalized and tax also should be collected. This action we are taken from last 3 months and collected more than 10 crore revenue to the Karnataka exchequer. And this will be continued till all the other state vehicles using in Karnataka permanently without any harm to the real tourists.
Then you stay here.
And my colleague Deepak joins us with more details on this. Well, Deepak, if you can just throw more light on what happened and when did it happen?
Nishita, this incident, particularly what you're seeing on your screen, happened about an hour back. Now from earlier today, now the RTO officials are on the streets, and they're doing this from quite some time, where they're on the lookout for vehicles with registration numbers that do not belong to Karnataka. Now, as you know, that Bangalore serves as an invitation to a lot of people who come here for seeking for employment and work here for long spans of time. Now, according to the RTO, any person who brings a vehicle from another state is allowed to stay in Karnataka without paying any particular road tax for about a month. Now, anybody who stays about a month should be paying Karnataka road tax. So now the RTO officials are on the lookout for any of these vehicles. So they have been on this drive for quite some time, and today was just another day. But as you can see, they have come across this particular person on what you can see on your screen. This lady who was quite adamant when the RTO officials tried to stop her number plate, MP from Madhya Pradesh. So when they stopped her to check and verify her documents, First, the lady refused to get down from the car, and for about 5 to 10 minutes, she did not get down from the car. However, the RTO officials tried to convince her that they just want to verify the documents. They just want to, as soon as she verifies that she has paid the tax, they will let her go, and there will not be any issues. But she was not willing to get down. She first spoke to the officials in a very harsh manner, in a very rude manner. First, she threatened to use influence and her contacts where she would try to get. But then it was on cameras arrived there that she immediately rushed out of the car. She even pushed the camera person. She even pushed the camera, claiming, "What was he doing?" That was when our camera person asked her to actually tell if there was any problem. She claimed that the police were actually harassing her. But then when we spoke to the RTO officials, clearly you can see him there. He was cordially just telling her that we should just, if she provides the documents required, which they are asking for, that she would be, they would let go of her. This is when another scuffle started. She again got into the car. She refused to get down. She said that the police do not have any authority, the RTO officials do not have any authority to stop her or verify documents. This was when the policeman, the RTO official who was there, he didn't want to let them go. This was when, as you see what's happening on your screen, he was standing right in front. She even tried to move her car, and they didn't know what to do. They were because she's a lady there, and she was not at all listening. Very adamant in her behavior there, Nishita. This was when one of the officials, the inspector there, he tried to remove the key from the car and asked her to get off. She grabbed the key, and the keychain of the car came out. She again created ruckus, saying that they have broken the key. She got off the car and immediately walked away. She was again seen once again coming back and actually asking him for an address proof, an ID proof of his, or a visiting card. This was when the inspector said that he is in the uniform and he's allowed to do this, and she then immediately took a picture of him and walked away. The car still remains there, Nishita. She's walked away, and here she's trying to tell the officials indirectly that she comes from a background which is highly influential, and probably she can get out of this and does not have to fear anybody. But the attitude here surely comes as a shocker, the way she behaved with the officials. Now, Nishita, you should understand that any person who comes from a different state with their particular car, now with a number plate, suppose the particular example here which belongs to Madhya Pradesh, first, if you're relocating to Bangalore and if you stay more than a month, it is required that you transfer or re-register your documents of the car to Karnataka. Now, for this, you will have to obtain a NOC, no objection certificate, from your state itself. Now, this particular lady here, she has to get a no objection certificate from Madhya Pradesh, and if she had paid tax completely, that is a permanent tax, then will have to apply for a refund from Madhya Pradesh, come here and pay up the tax entirely for the state of Karnataka. Now, the biggest problem is more than the other states. Now, the vehicles coming in from states like Pondicherry, where the tax is marginally very, very low compared to such states. For example, for an Audi car, if you're paying about 6,000 tax in Pondicherry, you will be paying about 50,000 tax in Karnataka. So that's the kind of difference. So a lot of people trying to avoid this tax are getting temporary registrations done, temporary addresses shifted to Bangalore and permanent addresses shifted to Pondicherry, and trying to fool the police, the RTO officials as well. So the RTO officials right now are adamant that they do not want such instances to continue. So this drive has been going on. They've already recovered a lot of money which has been flowing in because of this. A lot of tax has been recovered because of this, Nishita. But this particular incident today coming as a shocker, where the lady not at all cooperating with the RTO officials who tried to seek her documents, tried to ask her to produce the documents which they had to verify, Nishita.
But also, while on one hand, Deepak, we have time and again blamed the government officials, be it the police or the RTO officials, for not being efficient in carrying out their duty. On the other hand, this particular incident highlights the importance of the public cooperation as well, because these are the rules and regulations which have been clearly stated for the benefit of the state of Karnataka, to bring in the money that already the roads are already getting overloaded with these out-of-state vehicles. Already we are exceeding the limit that the city can carry, and still we have citizens who do not cooperate with the police officials or the RTO officials.
Absolutely, Nishita. And this is not a person who's out of the country. She is an Indian. She knows how the country operates, how the police officials operate, and he is in uniform. He's a person. He He first spoke to her. He spoke to her very politely. There was no intent of rudeness coming across from him. And being a lady, even spoke to her even in a better manner. They immediately stopped the car, asked her produce the documents, show us that you have paid your tax, and then we let go of you. This was the conversation which took place. But she refused to get down. She even refused to lower her windows. In fact, when the policeman stood in front of the car to tell her that you cannot go without showing your documents, this was when she even tried to move her car. And there was the police were shell shocked. They did not know what to do because she is a woman. And then when the cameras were in front of her, she started claiming that the police are harassing her, the RTO officials are harassing her. So she did not. The police by themselves were shocked, but there was no scenario where they misbehaved with the lady or any such. It was the lady was quite adamant. She did not want to show the documents for whatever reason. We don't understand clearly as of now, but the car still remains there. But here she should understand that the RTO officials were only doing their job, and it is her duty to produce the documents when an official like this, who is in uniform, is asking for the documents, Mr. Dutt.
Right, Deepak. Stay with us. In fact, thank you for joining us with all those details. Well, there we have it. Here is a woman, a young woman who probably is exposed to the fact that there is an extra tax that out-of-state vehicles need to pay up, and the RTO officials were merely stopping this vehicle to get it checked whether the owner of this car had paid up the tax, but instead of giving into the checks, the woman had gone on to abuse the RTO officials, even trying to run over them and threatening them. She had refused to part with the keys, but when the the RTO officials forcefully took it away from her, they had to face the ire of this girl, and after which there was a checking done, and they learnt that the car, in fact, as per rules, more than 3 months if you are in Karnataka from an in an out-of-state vehicle, then you need to pay an extra tax. But here was a girl who had completely refused to comply with the rules and regulations.
What the hell is that? You cannot stop a car.
Yes, we have got every power to check the vehicle and stop the vehicle and seize the vehicle. I can do this.
You can't pull my keys. Then you stay here.
What do you think? You are trying to run over on him?
What's your name? Karya.
You no turn. Don't try to
You have
run
the
over the
keys of
vehicle.
my car?
Okay.
Please record it. It's broken the keys of my car.
Yes, yes.
I'm going home.
You are trying to kill him. We don't have any visiting card, uniform,
Yes, I
name, number plate. You can take a photo also.
Yeah, please. Can you please turn? I want to.
Oh, I will turn. Whatever the way you want to, I will turn.
Karyappa, thank you.
Yes, okay, thank you.
And while a group of Japanese animal lovers are taking a wild new approach to create that fashionable tone look. They threw the denim to the lions and tigers in the zoo and have them rip apart the jeans. Then the group wrapped tires and large balls with denims and threw the stuff into the cages to let the animals have a go at it. The distressed material is then taken to a factory and sewn into jeans. The rips and tears on the finished product are created with pure animal instinct. The Zoo Jeans project made a total of 4 pairs of pants and is auctioning 3 online, with profits to be donated to the Camarine Zoo and the World Wildlife Fund. In fact, these are the jeans that have been made by the natural wild instinct. These are the tires that were wrapped with the jean material and thrown to the animals. The animals, in their playful mood, ripped them apart, and these rips have been kept intact in the jeans that have been stitched using the material later on. There we see a tiger running to its new toy, picking it up and tearing it and using it like a ball. If you are an animal lover and you have quite a bit of money to spare, then why don't you log on online and buy these jeans. The funds will be sent across to a wildlife fund and will be dedicated to these animals alone.